Hello everyone and welcome to Maximum Containment Area, the last level where we play as Curtis for now. I say for now because we then return to Lara for a couple of levels before then playing as Curtis once more a couple levels later before then going back to Lara and finishing with Lara. So we've got I think it's some ammo down here. I think it is possible to just jump down, but it's easier if you do it this way and safer, so that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, it looks like it's just ammo, but might as well make the most of it because there is a mandatory kill at the end of this level. It does take quite a few shots, and areas where there's mutants I'm not going to be able to collect a tremendous number of pickups, and so I'm probably not going to collect as much ammo as the average person would when doing this level and the level before. Although I'm also only performing mandatory kills, and so I'm probably going to be using less ammo as well, so maybe it's not as bad as it could be. Now, time to do a little thing called cheating and memorise the code so that I can just type it in immediately. 170268. Saves but have to backtrack. That unlocks a couple of doors, so it saves having to get the code and then backtrack. So there's quite a lot of places to go to. There's quite a lot of doors you can go in and stuff. However, most of them are unnecessary because most of them don't contain anything, and going into them actually triggers mutants. So be wary. But we still have to watch this. This is the door we need to go through. So we still have to watch this, but we don't have to then backtrack and then type the code in. Because yeah, there's lots of doors you go into, but most of them don't contain anything, and some of them cause mutants to spawn, and so it's very important that we only go where we have to go to. And obviously the code unlocked 2 doors. This one is one of them, and we can now enter and collect this mandatory item. There is a chocolate bar in here, but a mutant spawns, I think. Yes, so just don't bother with the chocolate bar. Yeah, there was I got the key card and some ammo, and there was a chocolate bar in there, but just forget it. A mutant spawned, and so it's just not worth it. Now there is actually, I don't know if the mutant can come here, because there is actually a door that does contain some stuff. But I've got the mutant on me, so I'm not entirely sure it's a good idea. Forget it. Let's just go to the next stage. I'm going to save here as well. Well, there is a door, and I know that I think there's a door that does have an item in it. Having left, I wonder if it's possible to safely go in there, aka without being seen by the mutant. I can hear it. I've got the item, ammo it seems. That's good enough. Yeah, there were lots of doors and stuff, but yeah, some of them are just completely pointless, some of them cause mutants to spawn, some of them are completely pointless and cause mutants to spawn. So yeah, for a no kills run, just do what you have to do. And yeah, obviously going in there releases that guy, and then he takes the he takes out the human, enabling us to go down here, because before you would just get shot to death. Now this isn't actually mandatory, because basically you do this in order to get a key card to take you to the next stage of the level. However, there is another key card that we previously obtained, and I can only imagine due to dodgy game mechanics, you can actually use the key card. The key card that I collected that I used previously, you can actually use that key card to go to where you need to go to. And so I could actually just complete the level, and this is completely unnecessary because the key card is actually completely unnecessary. But I imagine you shouldn't be allowed to do what I said. I think you shouldn't be allowed to use the key card to make progress. I think it's a mistake to do with the game mechanics and stuff, and some people may consider it to be a glitch, or at least have an element of glitchiness to it, and so I'm going to do it the official way, because there's not too much that could go wrong, really. I don't think there's any enemies or anything around here. I think it is just physical obstacles like jumps and ladders and stuff. So I'm okay to do it this way. You do actually gain a chocolate bar as well, but I wouldn't do all this just for a chocolate bar. If I was confident that there's no glitchiness to using the keycard that I've got, that is what I would do, but... Okay, looks like I got lucky there, because for a moment I wondered if I was going to mess up. Yeah, in this level, the mutated freak thing helped us out again by taking out the guy, enabling us to go down the crawl space and then get to here. Now there's quite a few pathways to go to down here, I think. Okay, dead end. I imagine... Okay, the controller's going all weird. I imagine there's only one correct path and the rest lead to dead ends. That's what I'd imagine. Although there might be the odd pickup or something, I don't know. Okay, well that makes me think I've made progress. Okay, looks like it was just the correct path. And we don't have to redo all of this because there's a shortcut taking us back to the main area, which is where we need to go to. So we don't have to backtrack and do all of this. We only have to do this when we're going there. And yeah, I don't know if the mutated freak thing killed these people for me, but it works for me because now we've got the key card. Yeah, fortunately there's nothing bad about this. There's no kills that have to be done or anything. Yeah, now it's just a case of remembering where to go. It's not that way, I don't think. Here we go. Oh dear. Okay, well, I imagine they can't come here, so I guess we're okay now. Or are we? unfortunately, thanks to Curtis's magical superpowers, we are safe. Or are we? Nope. We unfortunately are screwed. Or are we? Yeah, this is mandatory. This thing unfortunately has to die, so this is mandatory. And this is kind of easy, just get your gun out, shoot, and then run backwards but a bit to the side, and you can literally just shoot and do damage, and he literally just misses you. Well, the fact I see blood makes me think I am shooting him because I see blood, and it's not mine because I'm not losing health. This can be a bit glitchy though, because I've had experiences where I've just continuously shot him and yet nothing's happened, and I fear that might be happening now. Okay, no, progress has happened. So I'll use this as an opportunity to do some good collecting. I really don't get this. You shoot him and then he like just runs about and climbs and stuff and then comes back down. It's like, what is he doing? And it's like, am I meant to do something while he's doing that? But no, you just have to keep doing what I did. Just shoot him when he's on the ground, and then wait for him to do all this, and then if you just keep doing it, and eventually he does die. But it's not very reassuring. There's not a great deal to tell you if you're doing the right thing or not. It's like, well, he's on the ground. Am I meant to do something now? Because it's like in Tomb Raider 2 and 3, you don't beat the final boss just by attacking them. You know, it doesn't matter how many times you knock the dragon down in the dragon's lair in Tomb Raider 2. You have to take the dagger out in Tomb Raider 3. It doesn't matter how many times you knock Willard to the floor. You have to collect the artifacts. And it's like with this, it makes you wonder if you're doing the right thing just by repeatedly shooting the mutants. Because it goes to the floor, then it gets back up, then it climbs up there, then it gets back up, and it comes back down, whatever. And it's like, am I meant to be doing something else? But yeah, this is how you're meant to be doing it. Yeah, my first playthrough, I had the problem of wondering if I was doing it wrong, to find out that actually I was doing it right. But then in Boaz Returns, it was the other way around. I had the problem of wondering if I was doing it wrong, to then find out that I was doing it wrong. Because when you're fighting Boaz, I know on the sides you have to shoot. There's targets on the sides that you have to shoot, and when you take one out, you actually have to press a button to change what you're aiming for, because you then have to aim for because there's two targets on each side, and you have to take out both of them. And if you take one out on the side, you actually have to then change ammo to then aim for the other one. And I didn't know that, so I was just shooting the same one every time, and so I wasn't making any progress. And obviously, from watching a walkthrough, I realised what you were meant to do. Looks like we've done this bit. Level done. 1 mandatory kill. Well, actually no, the level's not done. Not yet. think it is now, though. Yeah, I assume that thing was killed, so I assume that was a kill.
Thanks.
Glad you came back to save me, stranger.
Name's Curtis.
Lara. And this is business.
I owe you one.
You owe me a painting.
Sorry, that one AWOL at the Louvre.
What brings you here from Paris?
Eckhart. We have business that only one of us will walk away from. You?
Personal reasons.
Eckhart plans to use all 5 obscure paintings to revive an ancient evil called the Sleeper, and rebreed the Nephilim race. To do that, he collects alchemically transmuted elements from his murder victims' bodies.
I've seen him at work as the Monstrum. With that glove.
Eckhart's the original black alchemist. And now he's very close to finding the last painting.
Does he know where it is?
Yes. It's hidden in the Lux Veritatis vault beneath the straw. The paintings must be destroyed. To do that, I need the shard you picked up at the Louvre.
There should be 3 Periapt shards.
Eckhart has the last one. If all 3 shards are united, they can destroy him permanently. So he keeps it safe.
Tell me about the shards.
They're ancient weapons of the Lux Veritatis. 2 of them were entrusted to my father. Eckhart murdered him to stop them passing into my hands. He failed.
So Eckhart went after your father, and you want revenge.
Justice.
We should work together.
You're trusting me?
Here. How can they be used to kill Eckhart?
He must be stabbed with all 3 shards.
We can divide the forces against us if we split up. You need the 3rd shard, so you should go after that. I'll find the last painting and destroy it.
Okay. Eckhart guards the shard in his old alchemy lab in the lower regions. I can find my way there.
The engraving shows the painting hidden in something called the Vault of Trophies. Here. The entrance is underwater. No problem.
How did she get the engraving and the map?
It doesn't matter. We have lost too many men trying to open that damn vault. Perhaps her special talents will help us get what we need. The mail will be coming this way soon. Make the preparations.
There's no danger she can destroy the last painting.
We won't allow her the opportunity. The 5th Obscura painting is mine already. And then...
So it seems Lara and Curtis are working together, and it seems that Eckhart and Corral are working together, except they're not, because we all know the truth about Corral, but let's not tell Eckhart, let's keep it a secret from him. He can find out himself the hard way. So we are now back as Lara, and that'll be the end of the level. So there was 1 mandatory kill performed by Curtis, and there'll be another mandatory kill performed by Curtis in Boaz Returns, but even though the kills are by Curtis, I'm still counting them because they're still done by me. And that kill in the cutscene where Lara destroyed the mutant, that I will not count as a kill because it wasn't performed by me, it was in a cutscene, and so, you know, I'm not going to count cutscene kills because that would be a bit too over the top. But yeah, that's the end of the level, so thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.